right, y'all, we are getting straight into this install. Y'all see I already got my bald cap stretched out in place. I'm taking my Ebon Wonder lace spray and I'm spraying that directly on my hairline. I'm trying to get it like as close to my hairline as possible because I want this to look really natural. You get me? So I'm just spraying that all over, patting that, and then blow drying it on a high setting until it is completely dried down. And once it is, I'm going to take those scissors and pretty much cut off all of this cap that we no longer need. As you can see, it's a line of demarcation so we can see where we cutting this off at. So I'm just go across that line, see where to cut at, and yeah. I feel like the cap was covering up too much of my head, so I went ahead and peeled some of it back with my finger and then cut off that excess so it can be really seamless and look real natural. You feel me? Then we're going to tie that up on in the back so our braids can stay intact. And yeah, we're going to go ahead and start applying this makeup to our bald cap. Already 1.5 Ruby Kisses cream foundation. That's what we use, and I only needed to put it in the part where my part was going to be and directly in the front. And now we have this wig on, y'all see the hairline looks really neat. I did add makeup to the inside of this wig, not too much though, not too much. And this was pre-plucked, so what I'm doing is just hot combing these hairs back so I can get a better layout and feel of what the hairline is giving. And once that's all complete, I'm going to take my scissors again and cut around my ear tabs. It was really easy to do because this wig pretty much fit my head, so I didn't have to do too much cutting on that. I've already started applying the glue. I haven't used this glue in a long time, and if you know, you know, like I don't like this glue, but I'm gonna still use it because I'm just frugal like that. Like I look, all the good glues y'all be talking about, they on TikTok. I ain't tried out that TikTok shop stuff yet, so you feel me? I'm gonna still use this janky ass Ebon Wonder lace, not lace spray, lace glue. Yeah, it's just, I don't know if I just didn't get a good batch or what, but it's just too watery and it's extremely thin. But the only reason why I used it today was because I'm doing a blonde wig install, and when I use glue, my installs just look better. Like for me personally, that's how it goes. So yeah, I wanted to get a really accurate look for a hairline. So yeah, I went ahead and did a nice technique, my usual technique with applying glue. I just spread it all around and make sure to apply it to my cap as well as the front where I want the wig to sit. Now I will say I was getting a little too excited, and since this wig's not this wig but this glue's consistency isn't the best, I kind of spread it out too close to my face, like closer to my face than I was hoping for. You feel me? But it still worked out. Like at least 1/2 inch in front of my hairline is where the glue is applied. I'm going to pull this wig forward and place it on the glue where it is. You feel me? You can tell because you can basically see through the lace where the glue is. So you're just going to want to place that really lightly, really delicately, be really precise with this, okay? So it can be where you want it to be. And I'm taking my time, you know, like, and I'm going to stretch it out as much as I need to, and then use my hands, the palm of my hand, to pretty much press that glue into this lace even further. I'm gonna let this band sit for a cool 15-20 minutes, you know, spark up a little bit, vibe out to my gems, and we just gonna let that sit and marinate. And we're back. Okay, I'm going to take my scissors now and cut in the middle 2 sections so I can easily cut everything off in a, you know, just more, what's the word I'm looking for? More focused way, you know, not doing it all at once. So I'm taking my razor and I'm just getting as close to the hairline as I see fit for the time being. And yeah, just glatting that lace right on off. How I was saying when I was applying the glue, how I kind of put it a little bit too far down close to my head. Like you can tell right here, like it's just too much lace. Like you can see as I'm cutting it off, we gonna finesse, don't worry. But it's just too close. Like it just looks way too wiggy. Like, I don't know. Then again, we haven't done the second melt, so there's that. But I just don't like how unnatural that looks. So I'm taking my scissors so I can get a better cut. I'm closing. I hate when I stumble over my words, but I don't like to stop and cut and stop and cut because, like, this is me organically talking to y'all. If this was a conversation, I couldn't edit it, you know, like. To make this look more natural, though, I am taking these scissors in my hands to peel some of this lace back the same way I did the bald cap prior. And yeah, cutting it so it can look more fitting to my hairline and my head shape, because it was just too like straight cut. That was not it. Now I'm taking my makeup. I really wasn't feeling how it was looking, but I'm like, trust the process, trust the process. It is the summertime, so that is honestly why, well, it was summertime. That is why, like, this shade was just kind of off for me, because my forehead is darker than the rest of my face. And yeah, it just was a little off. But taking the scissors again to cut a little bit more before I do my second melt. Well, I'm gonna do my part first. So y'all see my face. I'm like, I really hope this comes out right. But yeah, I'm getting my part together. We're doing a deep side part, something real snazzy. I just want to do something different today. I don't think I've done a side part blonde wig install. Yeah, the last time I did a blonde wig install was in the middle part. So I'm like, yeah, we're definitely gonna do a side part this time. And this had a lot of parting space to do the deep side part that I like to do. So yeah, I'm just taking this rat tail comb, the end of it, to get everything mapped out and in the shape that I would like, always going for a C shape and making sure I curve it, you know, like I never want it to be straight. I always want it to go in a C motion. So now I'm just seeing where I would want the baby hairs to be. I'm not about to mold them right now or anything. I'm just trying to see, like, how can I get the part to give me that deep side part, baby hair swoop. Y'all know what I'm saying. Y'all know what I'm talking about. That's what I'm trying to map out. So yeah, once I saw mapped out, the parts looking nice and deep, I'm gonna take my Ebon Wonder lace spray and just spray that directly onto this lace and then pat it with my fingers around and smooth it all in pretty much. And it was looking better. Like, I'm like, okay, like this should definitely melt things and make it look a little bit more realistic. Reapplying that band for a cool 15 minutes, and while that sits and melts for the second time, we're going to take some Cara wax stick and hot comb and get to sectioning off this hair and getting everything nice and flat. So I'm showing y'all where I'm doing it at, going through with the Cara, then pressing it out. And I'm gonna do like 4 sections in the front and then repeat that on the left side. Now, I do feel like I was a little heavy-handed with this. If you're doing crimps, I wouldn't say to do, you don't need to do this much, because you still want the crimps to give a lot of fluff, and mine weren't as fluffy as they could have been if I didn't go and do this many sections and use, well, not even the sections, just the amount of product that I used. For the baby hairs, I'm going to take this comb here, nice fine-tooth comb, and basically prematurely swoop the hairs to see how it's looking, what it's given. And I'm also trying to pull hairs from the front where the part is so it can look more seamless and cohesive and just like, just va-va-voom, like just tea. you know what I'm saying. So I'm taking my scissors now and cutting those hairs nice and off in a slanted motion, a little bit longer than my eyebrow, but I am gonna go in and like cut some more. But yeah, I used some Icy Fantasia holding spreads for this install for these baby hairs. I do regret it because I feel like, I don't know, I feel like it would have went better if I had some mousse and some Got To Be glue gel. I don't think that was the product to use on this blonde hair today. But yeah, I'm taking my tweezers and plucking out these hairs and just trying to get this to look a little bit more natural, because that was just a jump scare. How many baby hairs were just on my face? Like, I needed to cut them, trim them down, and pluck it a little bit more so it can give a natural look. Now, do I feel like I plucked them a little bit too much? Yes, because just for the product that I used, it just kind of, it gave like a cast, and I was not feeling that. It wasn't terribly noticeable, but yeah. I'm using my fingers and the comb side of this edge brush to sweep everything together. Y'all see I'm going in and doing it repeatedly and repeatedly. Okay, the motion of the ocean. I'm just really trying to swoop everything together and get it look as perfect as I can to my liking. You feel me? And then I'm gonna stop. But y'all, I was in there doing that for a cool minute. Like, I wanted these to look really natural and really good. Like, I was trying to impress myself, okay? So I'm swooping the hairs too that's in the hair to make it look even more natural, and it can just all like glide together. Plucking a little bit more since I did want to do that. Just made it look a little bit more natural. And yeah, that's pretty much it. For the sideburns, I'm going to cut it in a pretty, straight, not trying to be too fancy with the diagonal motion. Curl this under with my little flat iron here and go in with Got to Be glue spray for my sideburns because I really was not feeling how the Icy Fantasia was going. So I took some of that and I'm just swooping everything, holding it together with my finger to mold it and shape it. And then my tweezers so it can give a little bit more natural. Redoing that, reshaping that. And yeah, I'm gonna blow dry it together so everything can stay put and, stay put, stay in shape. I wanted to add some flair to this install, and by doing that, I'm going to take a little piece here by my sideburn, pull that out, and then trim that, and then curl it under. You feel me? Give it a little fluff, a little tea. And I'm taking my makeup brush again to add some more makeup because it was a little bit white there, very much transparent. And that pretty much sealed the deal. I'm like, okay, I can get down with it. It was looking real clean, real cutesy. I do want to apologize for the light fluctuations. Yeah, I don't know why my lighting wanted to be so weird this day, but it did, and it was literally out of my control. Don't let that distract y'all too much, okay? But yeah, we're just repeating the same thing, same vibe on the left side, trimming, swooping, molding, blow drying on repeat. You feel me? So yeah, I'm just taking my time with this, trying to get the perfect swoop and make it look pretty much identical to the right side. All right, we made it past the baby hairs. Now I'm going to define this part. It was looking so orange on camera, like I hate that for us, but just know in real life, it was looking like my skin tone, okay? I did go in once more with the wax stick to flatten everything out, and then I went over top with some Got to Be glue spray and a hot comb and molded everything together to make everything just look real, you see, flat, like scalp, okay? So now we are getting into our crimps. I'm not gonna lie, y'all, this was a lazy day for me because the lighting was already ticking me off. I'm like, let me just be real simple with these crimps. So at first I wasn't going to do any spray to mold them down. Like I just wanted them to be, wavy crimps, not too molded. But then throughout I was like, I do want them to have a little bit of structure. So that's when I went in with some Got to Be glue spray and started spraying on the sections. I'm showing y'all how big of pieces I'm taking. That's what I just showed y'all. That's how big every piece is pretty much going to be. But yeah, taking some Icy Fantasia heat protectant as well for sure, because this is blonde hair. We do not want to burn this bad, okay, because it will happen. So yeah, I'm just doing these crimps all the way down. Now y'all see I'm taking the Got to Be glue spray to give it a more of a crunchy vibe, more of a firm look. But yeah, I'm just repeating that process all the way throughout. And this took me a cool like 2 hours, but I honestly did not want to do curls. Like I just wasn't in the mood to do curls. And this is a body wave wig, so I'm like, I want to put that to use. So yeah, we did crimps today. I didn't put a lot of effort in this, like at all, for real. If you was to do this and really put in some elbow work and some elbow grease and time, for real, these would look 9 times better for you. But I kind of like how they came out. They were really imperfect. It gave the hair a nice natural, just wavy vibe going on. But yeah, y'all, I didn't show y'all how I did the next side, the left side, because this is pretty repetitive. Like I'm doing the same thing. And this hot comb, I'm not hot comb, wave crimper, don't even get me started on it. Like it's so janky. Like you gotta hold down onto it to get it to, you know, stay. And it's like, this is just too much. But yeah, y'all, definitely next time I do crimps, I'll have a new crimper, something better than this. And yeah, but I like how this came out for this install. It was very simple, very cute, just real simple vibes, real chill, no effort look. We are done with styling, so I'm gonna go ahead and take my hot comb and mold everything back in place, because the hot comb kind of had everything at the top looking spacey. So we're smoothing everything out, getting everything back on the same accord. Okay. Also gonna hot comb it in the front just to make it pop out, really get this hairline to pop out, because this was pre-plucked. I literally didn't do much of any plucking, literally. But yeah, this is the finished product, y'all. Peep game, okay, like, oh, okay. It looks really good, you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching and sticking with me throughout this process, because it was definitely a process. It was looking a little scary in the beginning, but she came out real cute. It was giving vixen, it was giving sexy, it was giving all of that at once. I loved it. And if you want more information on this hair, go ahead and check the description box for all of the details, as well as discount codes. All right, an extra 15% off. Don't forget to leave a comment down below, share this video, and leave a thumbs up. I'll see you guys in my next one.